Yo, what up? It's Milty. Spectre Divide finally gave us an update. Sorry, Mountaintop finally gave us an update on Spectre Divide, and we're gonna check it out right now, see what it's all about. I've been waiting on this. A bunch of my friends have been waiting on this. The community has been waiting on this. So let's get right into it. Oh, and I will be pausing and commenting because this is important to me, and you need to listen. Damn it.
Hey everyone, it's Nate from Mountaintop.
It's the GOAT.
We also have Lee here from Mountaintop.
And
It's the other GOAT.
today we wanted to share an update on all things Spectre Divide. Back in October, we talked about our plans for Season 1, which was originally set to drop in December or January. We've talked a lot before about the challenges around launch, many of them of our own making. And after spending more time with your feedback on Discord and Steam, we came to the conclusion that we needed to do more with Season 1 to give Spectre the best shot at a comeback. That meant slowing down updates and giving Season 1 more time to cook so that we could make even bigger changes happen. As fans of Spectre ourselves, we know how frustrating it is to see a low player population and slow matchmaking due to a lack of new marquee content and marketing. And we really appreciate your ongoing support and patience.
I will say this. The Mountaintop guys have been transparent with the community about how slow things are going to be, about their heads being down, getting ready for Season 1 and things like that. And I'll be honest with you, it's really refreshing. I know it's hard for the consumer to be patient and everything like that, and most of us have been patient. I mean, and there's times we all get frustrated. We've all been there. But one of the things I really truly appreciate about the Mountaintop devs is that any significant thing they've had to talk about, they've let us in on, and it's been truly appreciated. So it's good to see that they're even still now taking accountability for, things being slow as they have been.
The good news is that all that hard work is finally coming together, and we're bringing some big changes online for Season 1, which we're calling Flashpoint. With that extra
Season 1's called Flashpoint. Okay.
time in mind, you can expect to get your hands on Season 1 in late February.
Late February.
Let's recap
Okay.
everything we.
That lines up, too. Because I know there's been a lot of guys out there that have been, begging for updates and stuff like that. They told us, hey, mid-January to February, and this is still in that window. They told us we'd have an update in January. It's January right now. We're getting that update. This is good. They're sticking to their word.
promised for Season 1. It's all still here. First, we have our 9th sponsor, Monarch Tactical.
Monarch Tactical. Okay, I really dig the name.
This kit was made with entry fragging in mind, and it features a personal shield that can protect you mid-fight. We're really excited about how it's going to shake up the meta, because now aggressive teams have an entry
Wait.
fragger that can get in there, get a kill, survive, get out, and reset.
That's crazy. This actually looks insane.
We also have Battle Pass, finally here, finally finished. It contains a
They talked about it being a selfish sponsor a while back. They said the next sponsor is going to be really selfish, and a shield a personal shield? A shield you can only put on yourself? That sounds pretty selfish.
number of free items, weapon skins, gun skins, accessories, as well as a premium track for $10. That premium battle pass will contain enough SP to cover the full cost. You can go infinite season over season. So buy.
All right. I really appreciate this, and I'm going to bring up Marvel Rivals for a second here. There was a lot of controversy with Marvel Rivals because Marvel Rivals introduced their Battle Pass, which, when you paid for the luxury version, it never expired. But people were upset that you didn't make the money back to get the next Battle Pass. I think that is a good trade-off. So here in Spectre Divide, you have to complete the Battle Pass, but if you do, you can go infinite with the Battle Pass. That means you always earn back your money. You can always buy the Battle Pass again next season with the money you earn in the Battle Pass. I think that is a very good concept. I think it's always been a good concept. But I also think what they're doing over on the rival side is dope too. I think it's just two sides of the same coin. And as long as they're going to keep up with this and make sure that, if you buy one Battle Pass to complete it, you can buy the next without having to spend more money, that's super dope.
Buy it once, play forever as long as you
Buy
finish.
it once, play forever.
We've
Dope.
kept the total hours low.
Lee gets
and
it.
it won't be a huge grind to unlock.
That's huge. That's huge right there, actually. They're keeping the grind low. Last thing you want is to feel like you have to get on every day just to be able to complete a battle pass. That feeling sucks. So it's cool that they're doing that.
Everything it has to offer. We have our first versions of the careers tab and match history.
Oh, okay. So this is what the match history screen is going to look like, the career tab. So I see something up there called My Legacy. I wonder what that's about. I wonder if that's so you can see past the 5 matches we can see here. Because this looks to be... Oh, no, this page is at the bottom. Huh. I don't know. I guess maybe they'll talk about it. Let's see.
And they're coming along very nicely. You'll be able to see a variety of stats as well as information on recent played matches across all of our.
Okay, so they didn't show it, but I wonder if that's what the stats are. My Legacy is like your stats screen, your personal stats.
Game modes. You can still expect end of season rewards based on
These look gas. Okay.
the highest rank and crew division you reached.
Those are dope.
And check out a sneak peek below for these. They're pretty cool charms and other small items.
Okay. I've talked about this before. People who have stopped by the stream have heard me talk about this before. I think Spectre Divide is in a unique position, being in the tax shooter space, to where I think they can be better than Gun Buddies. Now, I don't think they had time with everything they're doing in Season 1 here to get this done, but I think Spectre Divide should be giving you skins that match the rank you got for the previous season. Because this is the only tax shooter where you can like completely customize your character from their hair to their earring to their earrings to the shirt they're wearing, the shoes they're wearing, all that nonsense, right? Like your ability to like show off who you are as a person and live vicariously through your character is really strong in Spectre Divide, and they should lean into that with seasonal rewards as well.
We also have 3 major additions coming in Flashpoint. First, we'll be launching a console version of Spectre alongside Season 1. We're really
This is insane. I can't believe they're actually pulling this off already. I could have sworn we wouldn't get this in Season 1. This is nuts. Are you serious?
excited to be able to expand
Also, I need that shirt, them glasses, and that hat right now.
the potential audience for the game, and we're feeling really great about how the gameplay feels on controller. We've always said we've been playtesting it since day 1. It should feel buttery smooth, and we'll share lots of details coming up. Second,
Ooh, I really dig this aesthetic. I love like early evening maps like this. A lot of people are like, I want night maps in my tax shooters. Like, I don't want that pitch black nonsense. I don't need that. This right here, like that bluish hue and everything like that. This is such a dope aesthetic, and they're pulling it off here. Their art design and their art team needs way more money than they're getting. Lee, Nate, pay them much more.
we're shipping our 5th map, Canals. Canal features a huge fast recall zone in the middle of the map, which opens up unique opportunities for rotations and combat. Controlling that spot's really important.
Wait,
and there's a cool
is this map at different times of the day? Do we have day-night versions of the maps?
water feature that can take you through sewers. Third, we're adding a new movement
What?
mechanic, sprinting. We've heard feedback that rotations can sometimes feel slow, the maps can feel large. Sprint will allow
Yeah. So one of the pain points in Spectre Divide is that you're pretty reliant on your Spectre in order to rotate around the map. And as a new player, your Spectre will die a lot because you'll leave it in places you'll forget. You won't, be used to hearing, the alert that goes off when somebody's moving nearby and other things like that. So adding sprint removes that pain point of, oh, my Spectre died, now I have to, walk across the entire map kind of thing. This will ease up on that rotation. This will make rotations in general just better because the maps are much bigger in Spectre Divide since, you have an extra body. So this is a perfect change to the game.
allow you to close distances and get
Sorry, not change, addition.
across gaps faster without
this looks
impacting
great.
the core moment-to-moment gunplay. We don't add a new movement mechanic lightly, but we think this really, really changes.
I'm really, really glad, by the way, that they made this just a general everybody has access to change instead of like tying Sprint to a new sponsor. That would have been a bad move. This is smart.
The gameplay and should feel fresh and exciting for everybody. We've also made a number of improvements on Spectre's base content. The buy menu will be receiving an update to both its visuals and its design.
So I don't think this was necessarily needed. The one issue I had with the buy menu is like after an update, they would reset my buy menu settings, because in Spectre Divide you had two buy menus. You had like the compact view and then the expanded view. I always used the view that put all the weapons on the screen. So I saw all the way on the left, I saw all the pistols I could buy, and then I saw each tier. I thought that looked really clean. It worked really well. The only issue is that every time they did an update, I'd have to turn that setting back on again, which was just a mild annoyance. Nothing big, nothing major, but just hated dealing with it, basically.
Expect to see new weapon pairs as well as
new
new
weapon
ways
pairs.
to buy pairs.
Does that mean new weapons? I wonder if that means we'll get new weapons. Maybe not in Season 1. Maybe there is. Maybe they're keeping something secret. But new weapon pairs nonetheless is cool.
And even a variety of price points. Our
There's probably a change there because
cosmetic store prices will be lowering again, and all players who bought...
1 second, chat. So this is pretty huge. Them giving back to the community like this is such a huge gesture, right? For me personally, like I didn't need this. I spent my money on this game because I wanted to support these guys. I wanted to see them succeed. They deserve to succeed. But for them to do this, along with lowering the price of the store again, is such a massive W all the way around.
As a thank you for supporting us and to kick the season off right. The first 4 core maps will be adjusted to remove several 50-50s and obscure nooks that can often lead to frustrating moments when you're trying to clear a site. There were a few too many angles.
Oh, that changes huge
and
too.
A lot of gotcha areas.
Yeah, I was just gonna say there's a lot of like little like gotcha moments with the 50-50s that happened on these maps. It's nowhere near as bad as a game like Valorant, where there's like a lot of 50-50s and a lot more angles to worry about. But there were some pretty bad ones on the maps here, even though there were few, but the ones that were there were pretty massive, and I'm glad to see them taking the time to make those changes.
Areas, and so we fixed those up. Sponsors will be getting a balance pass. Riker will be getting nudged down, while Umber will be getting...
Okay. So I've talked about this before if you guys have ever been in the chat, but I think with Riker, I think all the change I would like to see is for the scan is if you're standing in a smoke, it can't scan you. I think that is a smart change because that means you're using your kit to avoid another player's kit, which I think is really smart and very involved gameplay, very immersive gameplay, very emergent gameplay. But we'll see what they do. I'm assuming they don't talk about it and they just kind of say, hey, because nothing's finalized kind of thing. So
getting a little bump up.
But they're buffing Umbra.
Overall balance has been pretty great, but we want to...
I don't know what they're going to do for Umbra. I think the smart move would be to make it to where when you're doing quick rotates with Umbra, you would use the scanner to like scan through a wall real quick to make sure nobody's like holding the angle. But that would just completely use the cooldown. I wonder if they're going to change it to like a charge meter of some sort. I think that would be a smart change to the Umbra scan.
Push these outliers a little closer
but we'll
to the
see,
middle
obviously.
And shake up the meta as we introduce Monarch. If you're a veteran player, there's really some amazing new changes, especially Sprint, that's going to shake up the game for you. It'll pose fresh challenges and new gameplay. If you're new to Spectre and haven't checked it out yet, now is the time to get in and try it yourself. The game is in its best state yet.
I'm going to comment on this real quick. Spectre Divide is one of the most balanced tac shooters I've ever played. The maps are great, the sponsor balance is great, guns feel good. The guns have like a low skill ceiling, but a low skill floor, but a very high skill ceiling. They just do everything right in this game. Like the Spectre gameplay is really good, and by Spectre gameplay I mean your other character that you control is called your Spectre. They do such a good job with balancing that and how it works, how it feels, rotating with Spectres, everything like that. This is one of the best playing tac shooters that nobody plays, and it is a sin that is the case. So when this update drops, we need to run it up and make this one of the pillars in the tac shooter community because it deserves to be up there. And I will not stand for it. You hear me? Go download the game right now. practice before this update comes out, or I'm calling your mothers.
As a small indie team, we really, really appreciate all your support. We absolutely love this game, and we're super excited to welcome you back to Breakwater come Season 1 this February. In the meantime, come hang out with us in Discord. We'd love to play some Spectre.
We'll see you all in Breakwater.
There you go. February 2025. Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Like I just said a minute ago, I think Spectre Divide deserves all the success. Spectre brought me personally like a lot of lifelong friends. It reignited my passion for making content. It's done a lot for me personally, and I know it's done a lot for others as well. It's brought new people into the tax shooter scene. It deserves success, and come February, I hope and will do my best to help it succeed, and I hope you guys do as well. I'll see you guys in February. Thanks for hanging out. Peace.